Ну вот так, наш рабочий блиндаж. Вот что осталось, провода туда внутрь идут от Старлинга.
Kursk Operational Zone. 2 Bradley IFVs of the 47th Mechanized Brigade mow down a Russian tree line, survive grenade launcher and FPV hits, and successfully disengage, preserving their vehicles and experienced crews. Russian forces are increasingly frustrated when US-supplied Bradleys and Abrams tanks are seen in action in the Kursk region. These advanced vehicles enhance Ukrainian combat capabilities, posing a significant challenge to Russian units. Their presence symbolizes modern firepower and technological edge, underlining the struggle Russia faces when contending with superior Western military assets in critical conflict zones. According to General Staff, Ukrainian Defense Forces struck Russian ammunition depots in Bryansk last night, causing multiple explosions and a prolonged fire, with damage assessments still underway. Explosions at military depots in Bryansk today destroyed not just ammunition but also rockets for MLRS and guided bombs, according to Andriy Kovalenko, head of the Center for Countering Disinformation. The Ukrainian Defense Forces continue to target Russian military infrastructure. Last night, Ukrainian Armed Forces drone units, in coordination with other defense components, struck ammunition depots of the 1061st Logistics Center, formerly the 120th Arsenal of the Main Missile and Artillery Directorate, in Russia's Bryansk region. At least 8 explosions were recorded, with objective control indicating 2 ignition points and signs of secondary detonations at the military site. As of 6 a.m., a strong fire was still burning at the location. Damage assessment is ongoing. The coordinated efforts of all Ukrainian Defense Forces units against critical Russian military targets will continue. Ukrainian Defense Intelligence reports that a Mi-24 Russian attack helicopter was burned down in Moscow region at Klin 5 airfield on the night of November 10th. The destroyed Russian helicopter belonged to the 92nd Squadron of the 344th Center of Combat Application and Retraining of the Air Force of the Army Aviation of the Russian Federation. Russian soldier shows the result of a Ukrainian Baba Yaga drone's attack on his dugout. Despite the operational challenges and slow movement speed, if the drone reaches its target, it delivers a devastating impact.
Ну вот так, наш рабочий блиндаж. Вот что осталось, провода туда внутрь идут от Старлинга. Все вообще пизда. Но так хохлы скидывают с бабы ёшки нахуй, по блиндажам отрабатывают.
The commander of the British Army announced that Russian forces suffered their largest monthly losses in October 2024, with an average of 1,500 dead and wounded daily. Russia is about to lose 700,000 people killed and wounded. This is a huge pain and suffering that the Russian people are forced to endure because of Putin's ambitions, Admiral Sir Tony Radakin noted.
October was the worst casualty figures for Russia so far. On average, over 1,500 people either killed or wounded every single day.
Every day?
Every single day. And that is for tiny increments of land. There is no doubt that Russia is making tactical territorial gains. And that is putting a pressure on Ukraine, because Ukraine is having to put more people to the front line. And Ukraine is also under pressure from the airborne attacks and the long-range missiles that are impacting on their energy infrastructure, which again hits the morale of the nation. But at the higher level, you then need to come back to Russia. Russia is spending over 40% of its public expenditure now on defense and security. That's more than it spends on education and health combined.
Soldiers of the 128th Mountain Assault Brigade conducted assault operations and captured 2 Russian invaders in Zaporizhzhia region. This was reported by the brigade's press service. At first, the enemy was attacked by FPV drones, and several Russians fled the battlefield. After suppressing the enemy infantry with FPV drones, the soldiers of the Transcarpathian Brigade launched an assault. Approaching the enemy positions, the Ukrainian military suppressed the enemy with machine gun fire and hand grenades. Strong pressure from the Ukrainian infantry forced the enemy to surrender. That also helped to replenish the exchange fund. Coordination between drones and infantry has become essential in modern warfare, transforming traditional battle strategies and enabling smaller forces to effectively challenge larger armies. For Ukraine, this coordination is a game changer in countering the numerical superiority of Russian troops. Drones provide real-time intelligence, giving infantry detailed insight into enemy positions, movements, and weaknesses. This allows Ukrainian units to adapt quickly, launching precision strikes or avoiding ambushes, maximizing the impact of their operations with minimal risk. Drones are also deployed to direct artillery fire with pinpoint accuracy, ensuring that every shot counts. This synergy between air surveillance and ground forces amplifies the effectiveness of Ukrainian firepower, disrupting Russian offensives and damaging critical infrastructure. The integration helps Ukrainian troops carry out hit-and-run tactics, maneuver efficiently, and maintain strategic flexibility. Such tactics erode the numerical advantage Russia holds by inflicting disproportionate casualties and equipment losses. The real-time data from drones helps Ukrainian commanders make informed decisions, turning the tide in engagements that would otherwise be overwhelming due to sheer numbers. It showcases the importance of technological innovation and coordination on the battlefield. By leveraging this drone infantry synergy, Ukraine enhances its fighting capabilities, demonstrating that quality, strategy, and speed can outmaneuver larger but less coordinated forces. Russia is making up new enemies every day. First, it was Ukrainian Nazis, then phantom NATO troops. But this time, they've really outdone themselves. Medvedev is ready to fight lizard people next.
We need to do some investigative work right here and now. Maybe pull the cover of someone and discover characters just like in Men in Black. But in that case, we might have to draw our guns to defend Earth's interests.
Russian strikes on Zaporizhzhia and Mykolaiv last night. In Mykolaiv, 5 people were killed, 1 more person injured. In Zaporizhzhia, 1 person was killed, 21 more injured, a 4-year-old boy among them. Ukrainian reality.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.